Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, back with a new video. Today I'm gonna do a breakdown video of a sample beat that I made a few weeks ago, I think. It's actually on my latest album, All Night Long. The track's also called All Night Long, and I'm gonna show you how I came up with this beat, the steps I took, and the whole process of making this track. So without further ado, let's get started. So I started off with a snare. Just a simple snare, and then I added some hi-hats, and I just toned it down a little bit, and I doubled up on the hi-hat so it sounds faster, and I laid that down. Then I layered some clap sounds on top of the snare to make it sound more full. Then I got this open hi-hat right here. Let's see. That I also added to the drum track. Now it sounds pretty full by itself, but I always like to, add more sounds to make it more dynamic. So I added this triangle and the tambourine on top of the snare. And I added this crash sample at the end. So all together, and last but not least, the kick. And that's how I came up with the drum loop. We got the drum loop. Now let's move on to the sample. I chopped up the sample. Actually, the first thing I wanted to do with this track, I wanted to make a whole different track than what I made in the end. But I was just messing around with it, and I found the sample, and I chopped the sample up, and I was like, okay, maybe I should, just make a whole other type of track instead. So I chopped the sample up. A lot of different possibilities, but I came up with this loop. Just played it on top of the drums. And that's how I came up with the first idea of the track. And if you listen closely, you can hear a bass line in the sample. I could have chosen to use this bass line, but instead I chose to filter the sample and filter the bass line out of it and just layer my own bass line on top of it. Alright, like that. Now lay that down. And a good technique to find out what the right notes are for the bass line is to play the sample and try to match the notes by using a piano, because if you're using a piano you can hear the notes very clear, so it's real easy to find out what the notes are. So that's what I did to get this bass line set up. And basically that's what I did to come up with the first part of the song. Alright, and then in the end I also added this rise sound. At the beginning, just gave it that cool little effect to it. So that's the first sequence, and then it goes into the second one. So yeah, that's basically how I came up with the bass line and how I laid it on top of the sample. I fucked up heavily. Alright, to make it sound a little bit more interesting, you know, I didn't want it to sound the same all through the whole track. So what I did is I used a filter to filter out some of the high sounds of the sample. And I used that for the verse part, so it basically just sounds like this going into the filter. And then for the chorus part, it comes out of the filter. It sounds more loud again. And I added this little break. You know, these are little techniques that you can use to make your track sound more interesting and, you know, add a little bit more diversity to it, I guess. So what I did is I removed the hi-hats and the drums at the end of the bar. To make it sound a little bit more dynamic, I guess. And then for the intro, I just used a few chops. Something that told me stayed in my... And something that told me stayed in my... And that's basically the whole track. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of these breakdown videos of me breaking down one of my beats, let me know in the comment section below. If you like the video, share it with your friends, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back next week with another video. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. Peace. DJ Something